Brianna's Bananas Cooking Show. Here we go! Hello everybody, it's Brianna. How's it going? Today I'm making au gratin potatoes for you because I got a new attachment for my KitchenAid. It's a slicer / cheese grater, so I thought the perfect thing to make for that would be au gratin potatoes. So the other day I told one of my coworkers that I was going to be making au gratin potatoes, and he said, "Rotten potatoes?" And I was like, "Au gratin potatoes," because I was wearing a mask, you know. And then he was like, "What's that?" And then I had to explain it to him. So I'm just making sure everyone who watches this video knows what au gratin potatoes is and how to make it, because it's very good, it's very cheesy, and yes, I know I've been making a lot of cheesy recipes lately, but I like me some cheese. And maybe next week I won't make something so cheesy. But anyways, we're gonna try out my new attachment. We're gonna make a cheesy potato casserole. I'm actually gonna put some ham in it too, so that makes it more of a casserole. I was gonna make it like ham steaks on the side, but I'm just gonna chop it up, put it in my potatoes, so it's all one thing. Sounds good? Sounds good to me. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I should start off with showing you what you need. You're gonna need some russet potatoes. These are nice and starchy, so that'll be good. You need half a cup of onion, so I'm gonna use probably half of this. Depends on how much onion you like too. I don't like onion that much, so I'm not gonna put too many onions in there. So maybe like a quarter to a half. I'll just do a half an onion. You're gonna need some cheese. I went with 2 different kinds of cheeses because I like, you know, different flavors of cheese. So I got sharp cheddar and marble jack, and these are both on sale, just so you know. You're gonna need a block of ham. I got smoked ham, but you can get whatever ham you want. You're gonna need some flour, some butter. You know how it goes with the roux and the sauces and the gravies. You need the flour and the butter and the liquid, which is the milk. Okay, so I've actually not used this yet. So we're gonna figure this out together. I've already put it on here though, and it has this little lever on the side, and it just pops your little thingy out, so you can switch out your grater, because I got a smaller grater, and the slicer. So I have the slicer in here for the potatoes, and it just pops right in there. So I'm gonna prep these potatoes. I'm gonna get them washed up. I want you to look at my sink. This is how fast my sink goes. That's as high as it goes. And then this is like way too powerful. So dishes is like super fun. So I'm gonna rinse off some of these potatoes. I'm gonna do like 6 of them, I guess. I'm also preheating my oven to 400. Some of these potatoes are kind of small, so I'm going to do like one more fat one. So obviously this has one little pusher thing, so you can put smaller things like carrots or something in there, push it down, or you can take out this bigger one in there, put your potato in there. Oh my gosh, this fat potato. So I'm gonna have to maybe trim this down. Just make sure these are all gonna fit in there. Okay, I think we're all good there. So I'm gonna turn this on. I'm excited. I don't know what speed to do. This is at 6. Okay, we already got it stuck. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Cut that down even further. It's becoming a lot more work than it needs to be right now. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. We did a potato. All right. Well, you know, it's doing it. That was a lot of effort. But like, it's working. They might be a little thinner than I wanted, but rolling with it. I get my Pam. It's not Pam, but you know, Pam's cousin. Okay, so I'm just gonna stick some of these on the bottom of my pan. They do not have to be perfect, but you know, kind of spread them out. I'm gonna keep on going. Kind of really gotta put all your weight into it. This one's easier. Okay, I'm going to put a few more slices on the bottom here, just to make sure the bottom's all covered. Be really careful when you're sticking your fingers in there, because you know, there's blades and stuff. Almost cut myself. Let me cut up this onion real fast. Okay, since this is going into this thingy, I cut off both ends of the onion. So let's see what this turns out like. and onions are ready. Let me get my cheese sauce ready. Okay, let's do my cheese sauce. This is on medium heat. I'm gonna grab 3 tablespoons of butter. Let this butter melt, and then I'm gonna grab 3 tablespoons of flour. Grab your favorite little whisk, of course. Also, I want to mention, I got this new pots and pans set, this whole copper set from my sister. Thank you. For my wedding coming up. We got some wedding gifts early. That also included this grater slicer set from my aunt. So thank you also. I love this stuff already. I'm gonna get 2 cups of milk ready. Did that just crack? So my measuring cup is cracked. I don't know if it just did that or if, I don't know. I hope it doesn't crack in half. Okay, my butter is ready for my flour. I also am not organized today at all, and I realized I did not grate my cheese yet. We have a roux going. Take my cracked measuring cup, add my milk slowly. Just make sure you break up all that roux. Okay, so I mixed all my milk in there. Made sure the best I could that there's no lumps. I'm gonna bring that up to a boil. So while that's coming up to a boil, I should probably shred my cheese. Okay, so we're back over here. I have a bowl ready for my cheese. I need 2 cups of cheese. So I'm just gonna cut each block in half. Okay, this should be about 2 cups. Let me put my big grater on here. Okay, it's cheese time. This is way more satisfying than the potatoes and onions. It's kind of getting stuck in there. You'd think that the spinning action would like make it fall out, but it's not. Maybe if I stuff it more. Still not coming out. Why isn't it coming out? Why isn't it coming out? Oh my God, come out. That was on full speed. I'm gonna try to pop this out. I turned off my milk sauce because that came to a boil. Just trying to get this cheese out. It's shredded it and then it compacted it back in this thing. Okay, I got all the cheese out. Probably next time I'll just like keep up on making sure the cheese comes out. But, you know, it grated it faster than I would, I guess, by hand. Except for the whole jam up issue. Okay, so I'm gonna add this cheese to my milk sauce. Come back to the stove. Let me put this back on low. Wish I had a slightly bigger whisk. No offense, little whisk, but I wish you were slightly bigger. Make sure none of the cheese escapes. This is looking good. It's nice and thick, nice and cheesy. I forgot to add any kind of seasonings, so I'm gonna add some salt, pepper. Let's go with some classics. Some garlic powder and some chili powder. Just make sure it smells good. I might actually add a tiny bit more salt just to make up for the potatoes not being seasoned. All right, so I got my luxurious cheese sauce that I should have made first, but I made it in the middle. I got my potatoes oxidizing here. Oh! This ham's already sliced, and I did not know that. I thought it was gonna be a chunk. Okay, well, that saves me having to cut it up, I guess, for the most part. I'm just gonna cut it into some like smaller bite-sized chunks. Okay. So now I'm gonna layer some ham in here. Okay. I'm gonna take these onions, spread them out. So you have a layer potato, layer ham, layer of onion. Oh. My whisk fell into my cheese. This is making a bigger mess than I anticipated. But it's fine, it's fine. So I'm just gonna pour a layer of sauce. Spread it out. I'm gonna take the rest of my potatoes and spread them out on top. It's kind of more potatoes than I wanted. Who says there's too much potatoes? Not me, though. I'm gonna sprinkle this with some salt just to make sure. Just to make sure everything's kosher. Get it? So I'm gonna pour the rest of my sauce on this. Look at that brand new pot, just like slid right off. I love to see it. So So I'm gonna make sure this cheese gets all over every single little potato that's peeking out. Spread the cheese love. I should have grated some more cheese for the top, but it didn't. So I have this backup shredded cheese. Don't tell anyone. They won't be able to tell. I'm going to sprinkle the top with some more cheese. Oh man, that is cheesy. Okay, so you know the drill. Give it a little jiggle. And then we're going to stick it in the oven. I'm going to put some foil on it. It's supposed to be for like an hour in the oven. I'm going to check it at like 45 minutes. And then we'll see where we're at. Okay, here it goes in the oven. Bye! Okay, I pulled it out. There it is. So I actually did, pulled it out 7 minutes early, so that would have been 38 minutes in the oven. And then I pulled the foil off and I put it back in for 4 minutes just to brown some of the cheese a little more. And then I let it set for 5 minutes. And now I'm ready to try this. I probably could have sprayed it a little more liberally. Sprayed the pan, but it's fine. It's still steamy hot. I'm excited. So, before I get into this though, I just want to mention you don't have to put the ham in this. I just wanted to make it more of a casserole. And the onion is up to you also. You can leave that out if you want. Or you can put as much of it in as you want. So I'm going to grab some potato, some ham, some cheese. It's nice and hearty. It'll fix your salt cravings. It's nice and cheesy. Yeah. Who doesn't like a big bowl of potatoes? It's still hot. But since I got those potatoes so thin in my little slicer, I think that was about the perfect amount of time in the oven. I could have done like, I don't know, a few more minutes, but they're like al dente potatoes. If you cut these potatoes yourself, they might be a tiny bit thicker just by default. So you might want to cook it a little bit longer in the oven just to make sure the potatoes are done. But yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you know what au gratin potatoes are now. Subscribe if you're new. Like the video. Leave me some comments because I love to read your comments. And I will see you next week with another video. Okay, bye.